Okay, let us look at the sketching of curves in this video. If you are asked to express this in the form a whatever, right? Okay, they are actually asking you to complete the square. Okay, and the very first thing you need to do, okay, we'll be repeating this many times, is to write it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, whether it is finding b squared minus 4ac or completing the square, the very first thing you need to get is the ax squared plus bx plus c. But of course, for this case, there's no equals to 0 on the right hand side, right? Okay, because this is just an expression, it's not an equation. So you just rewrite in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, then you can complete the square. So remember your doggy stays here, take out the minus 3 and you will get this. Please try on your own and see whether you can get the same answer as me. Okay, you can pause the video. Okay, this one, put the complete square first just in case you forget. Alright, then you go and divide this. If it's minus 4, you put minus 2 because you divide by 2. If it's plus 4, you put plus 2. Okay, but whatever it is down here, it is minus the negative of this. If you don't know why minus, you refer to the previous video. Okay, then remember when you open up the brackets, this minus times minus become plus. So this you must be very, very careful. Alright, okay, then always remember to combine this and this together. If this is minus minus 12, then you must take minus 12 plus 4. It is not 12 plus 4, then minus 16 is the answer. It's not. Okay, so please press your calculator accordingly and this will be what you get. Now after you have gotten this is the form that's given here. Okay, where your A is minus 3, your B is minus 2, and your C is 16. Now if you happen to get like minus 16, it doesn't matter. Okay, it just means you don't be bothered by this plus, and then let's say down here is minus 16. You don't be bothered by it. It just means that the C here is negative 16. So negative 16 times plus will be a negative 16 here. Let's say this is negative 16. Okay, now let's move on. Now they ask you to sketch this hence. When they say hence, you are not allowed to so-called use other ways other than from here. So from here, you should be able to tell that this is a set face, right? It's a set face, and it means that there is a maximum point. So you must label all these maximum point, and you must state the point very clearly. When does the maximum point happen? It happens when y is 16, so you cover up the whole complete square. So y is 16, and when will y be 16? When x equals to, you equate this to 0, x minus 2, you equate it to 0, you will get the value of x, and that will be your maximum point. So what you need to do now is you straight away put 2, 16. 2 is somewhere here, 16 is somewhere here, right? Now you must label here 2, 16 and call it maximum point, okay? Or I just say maximum, that will do. Alright, you cannot just put 2 here, 16 here. Normally they want you to label this 2, 16, because if you put 2 here, 16 here, they don't know whether you know how to label at 2, 16 or not. Because some people, when they label here 2, 16, they think that it's 16, 2. Alright, so O level they require you to do this. Now, as mentioned in class, you don't know whether this is like that or whatever, right? Okay, so what can you do? Very simple, don't use this, just press calculator and evaluate this. But bearing in mind, you have to use this A, B, C and not this. So when you key in, right, when you key into your calculator, please use the correct A, B, C. If you don't know how to press the calculator, you can ask me. Okay, let me press now. You can fast forward the video. Okay, you will get 4.31, so that's positive. 4.31, maybe somewhere here. And the next value will be minus 0.30 something. Okay, minus 0.30 something. 309. Okay, so we round always to 3SF if the answer is not exact. Okay, so now we know that it's going to cut here, and then go up there, and then come down here and cut here, right? Okay, you can just adjust a bit, and then adjust this maximum point a bit. Okay, it's just a sketch. Now, the very important thing is not labeling this. In exams, right, we sometimes give you marks even though you don't label this, but we die want you to label this, the y-intercept. So how do you find the y-intercept? Is it from here or from here? You see, there are many tools in life that you can use, right? So you choose the one that's most convenient to you. If you want to find out when x equals 0, what's the y value, right? The easiest is from here. When x equals 0, this disappears. When x equals 0, this disappears. So the answer is just 4. Alright? So from here, straight away you can put 4 already. Then you don't waste time. Have you labeled all the x's? The intercepts? Yes. Maximum point? Yes. Done. That's it. Okay, so that's how you do this question. Now, very importantly, if they don't ask you to sketch, they may ask you for the coordinates of the maximum point. A turning point in this case means maximum. But if the curve is a happy face, then it will be a minimum point. Alright? And the equation of line of symmetry. Now, the equation of line of symmetry is very simple. It's where this x equal 2 is. Alright? Because this is like your mirror. So the equation, you cannot just write 2. 2 is wrong. It's x equals 2. That's it. And what's the coordinates of the turning point? We've already found just now is 2, 16. So just label here 2, 16. That's it. Okay? So this is for this kind of question. Now, I want to compare it. Remember I said comparing and knowing the difference is very important. Now, let's say you're given in this form. What can you find first? Immediately, you can find your x-intercept by letting y equals 0. Okay? You can immediately find that this equals 0 or this equals 0, right? So from here, you can find 5 and 3. So you can straight away label your intercepts. Okay, so that's the difference between this and this. This one, immediately you can find the maximum turning point. But down here, you have to press calculator, right? No need to show the calculator working, no need. Whereas down here, right, immediately you can find the intercept, and from the intercept, you can, the x-intercept, you can find your line of symmetry, which is what they're asking here. So line of symmetry, very simple. The formula is just something plus something divided by 2. Whenever you want to find the middle value of two things, you plus, not minus, you plus, and then these are the two values you need to sub in, okay? Did I label wrongly? Yeah, sorry, how can 3 be here? Sorry about that, 3 is here. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so what you need to do, never mind, I exaggerate a bit, I put here, okay, because later I need the space. Okay, so you take 3 and 5 and your middle value will be 4. Don't leave it like that, you must write it as like that because only then it is an equation. Okay, so this is what you have now. Okay, now after you have found this, you know that your curve is going to look like that, right? Okay, let me just relabel this. Okay, it's just a sketch. Okay, then you know that your minimum point, no, not minimum point, your y-intercept is here. Okay, now how do you find the y-intercept? Very simple. Just now to find the x-intercept, I let y equals 0, right? Now find y-intercept, you set this to 0, you'll be minus 10. Set this to 0, it will be minus 3, then it will be 30. Okay? 30. So you find that, you made a mistake. Yeah, you made a mistake. How? How come it's a mistake? Because this is 30. Yeah, 30. So just now, what's the problem? The problem is I didn't use the method that I taught you in class. That's why it's so important to use the method that I taught. First thing first, find out whether happy or sad face, right? So this is a sad face. But this is a happy face. How do I know? You look at all the x terms. This is positive. This is positive. Multiplied together is positive. So just now, okay? So you'll be wasting time doing this, changing this, but doesn't matter. I'm just trying to show you that the very first thing you must find out is happy or sad face. Then when you draw, it's very simple. Okay? Or if you go and find all the intercepts, then you'll also avoid that problem lah. But it's good to know whether it's a happy or sad face first. Okay? Now, have you found everything that's needed? We got the intercept, everything, right? But they want you to find the turning point. You see, turning point we haven't found at all. And the equation of line of symmetry we found already, x equals to 4. Okay, so that is this one. Which means that this is 4 something. Now, what is that something? Because this point, the minimum point lies on the curve, right? It must satisfy the curve equation. So you sub x equals to 4 into here. Okay, then you will get minus 2. So this is actually minus 2. Okay, so that's how you get the curve, right?